Yeah, man. Greetings. Greetings and good evening. Good evening, people. Delvin Sadler is here. Medea. Yeah, man. Medea, and welcome to another episode of your show. It's called Unscripted, Anything Goes. Welcome, people. I love you. Delvin, I love you. Yeah, man. I really do. I love you. I am truly grateful that you take the time of day to come here each and every day to listen to this show, Unscripted, and to participate in Unscripted. Anything goes. Beautiful people. I love you. Yeah, man. Big up on yourself, people. Geraldine Rogers, the lovely Trika Atkinson. Big up yourself, girl. I love you. I love you. Delvin, I love you. Really and truly, I am grateful. Really grateful to have you guys here today supporting Unscripted Anything Goes. Yeah, man, I'm really grateful. Really grateful. I want to tell people tonight that the team that I carried to win the World Cup, yeah, they're actually in the finals. Yo, France, les Français, France are actually in the World Cup final. Yeah, man, that's my pick, and that is my team. And also tomorrow, England. Yeah, man, I love you, girl. I love you. Tomorrow, England they're playing Croatia, and I know a lot of people are here from England. However, my pick, and I have to stay true to my picks. My picks have been doing very well. My pick to go to the final with France is Croatia. Yep, Croatia and France. Yeah, man, they're my pick to go to the finals. So, yeah, man, big up yourself, Alan, Natalia, Matoya, Alan, Natoya. Big up yourself, girl. I see your video. I see your video. Delvin watching your thing. You're on vacation in Florida. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I see your thing. You're driving. You're scared of it, but you're doing your thing. You're doing your thing. You're doing your thing. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's nice to actually you know get some confidence and then you go out and do your thing. Yeah, man, straight up. Vanessa All. Yeah, man, God help us all. Big up yourself, Vanessa. Vanessa Hall. I love you, girl. Delvin, love you. I love you with my heart, mind, soul, and body. Everything. Yeah, man, I love you so much. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, straight up. France to the world. Yeah, man. You pick Spain. You pick Spain. Mm. But Spain never really do nothing still. Spain Spain is a good team, but they made a lot of blunders. Yeah, they made a lot of blunders. They fired the coach the night before the World Cup. You can't do that. You understand? A lot of their players are not fit. So it's a tournament. You gotta have fit players, fit, strong players. But Delvin players, yeah, but bless up, yeah. My team is actually doing well. My team is actually doing well, France. And I handicapped this tournament very well. I handicapped this World Cup tournament very well. The only thing that threw me off was when Spain and Germany and Argentina, when they went out, and that gave the English a straight draw to the semifinal. They're not playing anyone, so it's hard to gauge how good the English are because they haven't played anyone. The good team that they played was actually Belgium, and they actually lost to Belgium, I think 2-0. So, a lot of people think that England is actually primed to go to the finals. However, you can't gauge their performance when they haven't played anyone. But the team that they're facing, Croatia, yeah, they're battle tested and they have a strong midfield core. So we'll see what happens. But England have a lot of speed, but they have it on the bench. So I don't know why they don't release those young lions, let them run. Yeah, the young lions, the English lions, they should release them and let them run. Yeah, man, straight up. Straight up. Big up on yourself, people. Yeah, man. Esmalin, the beautiful Esmalin. I love you, girl. Yeah, man. I love you. The beautiful Esmalin. I love you, girl. Yeah, man. Straight up. All right. Desreen Perry. Yeah, the beautiful Desreen Perry. You know what? I love you. Yeah, man, Delvin. How are you? Yeah, Delvin good, man. Delvin good. Delvin good. So tonight we have, and as a matter of fact, I am pleased to announce my internet is working 100% now. Yeah, we got the technician in today, and everything is perfect. So we shouldn't be losing or being cut off the show. So sorry about that. Let me apologize what happened yesterday. I thought that the show was going good, but it got cut off. So I'm gonna redo that show tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna redo that show tomorrow because it's a very interesting show. It's a nice show. So let me apologize for that. That's why it's there and I let it stay there, but I'm gonna take it down and then redo it tomorrow in its entirety. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man, straight up. England is my team. I was living there. Oh, yeah, so there's Reed. Yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man. As I said before, I like England as well. I've liked them for a long time. But I don't think this is the World Cup for them to win. But the people are, they see land. They see land. They see land. And they haven't had a team like this since 1986. Yeah, they haven't had a team as talented as this since 1986. The one in 1990 was a talented team, but they didn't perform, with expectation. But however, people are counting on the English. But I'm sorry to disappoint you. Tomorrow is where it ends. Tomorrow is where it ends. And even if they don't, if they manage to just get through tomorrow, we France will put them out of their misery. Sorry about that. Yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, yeah, man. The best team is already in the final, France. That team is so deep. They have the best two defenders in the world in central defenders. Then they have one of the best central midfielder in the world in Conte, and then they have Pogba right beside him. Anton Griezmann. They have Blaise Matuidi. Yo, France is a smart country. What they did was they outsourced their World Cup squad to Africans. Yeah. So what they did was they brought in a lot of refugees into the country and asylum seekers from African origin. And this is the benefit of it, is that their players are now getting first class coaching, and now they're representing France, and they're actually going to win the World Cup for France. Yeah, man, a big team. Big up yourself, my brother Kirk. Anne-Marie Aiken. Big up yourself, girl. I love you. Yeah, man, I love you. Yeah, man, France smart. Yeah, man, on the sports scene, they have imported, what do you call it now? Give asylum to a lot of these African nation teams, players, and give them citizenship. And now they're starring. A lot of them are from Algeria, Cameroon, Guinea. They're from what do you call it? Tunisia. They're from what do you call it now? Where some of them teams they come from? Morocco, Senegal. France is a smart nation. Yeah, they build their teams around these strong African guys, give thanks. Yeah, man, give thanks. So immigration in that sense works for them. You know what I mean? But on the other hand, they also import terrorists too. Yeah, they import terrorists too. You know what I say? Straight up. So, the other day they had a lot of terrorism happening in that country, because you're not just importing the good. The bad is also camouflaging themselves amongst the good. Yeah. The bad is also camouflaging themselves. Just the other day I saw a video I saw a video with this guy. He rescued a baby, and he is a aspiring soccer player in France, and but he wasn't good enough to make it, and a baby was dangling from a balcony, and he actually from ground level like a Spider-Man, a real Spider-Man, yeah, jumped up onto the balcony, went up about 3 or 4 what do you call levels, yeah, steer levels, you know, to actually rescue this child. And at the end of it all, you know, for saving this little child's life, the France actually was, they gave him citizenship. Yeah, they gave him citizenship and welcome him to into the country as a citizen, which is good, you know. But I think the heart of that man, whether he would have done that rescue or not, deserves citizenship regardless, or whether he would have done that act or not. But the commercialization of it all is what they use to give him the citizenship, not his actual true character. You know, that is actual true character. And that man himself is a good man. You know what I mean? That man. But it took that act to get citizenship. And he was a refugee that came into the country too. Yeah, refugee. You know? And that's what it took to get citizenship. But if he would have gone like on his own, he probably would have taken an arm and a leg to give it to him. You know? Yeah, man, the amount of investigation they would have to do before they would have given it to him. But he, on the goodness of his heart, you know, did what he did. And as a result of it, they gave him citizenship. And gave him a job too. I think they gave him a job as a firefighter. Yeah. And gave him a job too. Yo, yeah, man. Yeah, gave him a job too. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Desreen Perry. I love you, girl. Yeah, man, Delvin, love you. Yeah, man, straight up. Jeanette Smith. I love you, girl. Yeah, man. I love you. Thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything goes. Yeah, man. My brother Kirk Henderson. I love you, my brother. Thanks for joining. Straight up. Dana Marie Walker. Yo, Dana Marie. I see you put up some hot picture there, you know. Them picture they sharp like razor. I saw them. Delvin saw them. Yeah, man, they hot like fire. Yeah, man, you're doing well. Yeah, man, I like the picture of them, you know? I like the picture of them. And you seem as if you're on vacation or something, but yeah, them nice picture there. I like them. Yeah, man, straight up. So, people, all right, you've got your S. You got X's, you know? And all of us have X's, you know? Life goes on after you've finished with your ex. Life is not the end of the road. You know, after your ex move on and you have moved on, life goes on. So the question tonight is this. Yeah, the question tonight is this. Would you actually attend the funeral of your ex-spouse? Yeah, man. Would you actually attend the funeral of your ex? Yeah, man. Would you? Yeah, man. Let me big up the queen, Jacinta Sadler. I love you, girl. Thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything goes. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Let me big up my cousin, Sylvester Hughes. That's my cousin there. I love you, my brother. Thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything goes. Welcome. Yeah, man. So the question is, would you actually attend the funeral of your ex-spouse? Yeah, man. Would you actually do that? Would you attend the funeral of your ex-spouse? Your ex-man. Yeah. Whatever you want to call it. Your ex. Would you attend the funeral of your ex-woman? Would you attend the funeral of your ex? Yeah, would you attend that? Yeah, man. Funeral is a sacred thing. You know, it's your last. It's saying your last. Paying your last respect. You know, paying your last respect to a person. Yeah, and Doesn't matter how bad the situation was before or how the breakup took place. Yeah, would you actually say, you know what, I'll attend the funeral? Would you do that? Would you do that? Yeah, man. We said this we no. Geraldine, you say yes. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, man. Alright, Geraldine. Why would you attend? Yeah. What are you doing? Geraldine, you at work? Let me have a little dialogue about this. Yeah. A little dialogue. This has nothing to do with any trickery or anything like that. Yeah. This is just your own opinion. And this is your opinion. So let the people know what your opinion is. Let me see if Geraldine will accept this. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. Straight up. Teenage daughter. And yeah. Yes, just to make sure him dead. Oh, yes, Janet Smith. Just to make sure he's dead. Yo, yo, Janet, you wanna come on? Let me have a little dialogue with you. Let's see if Janet would come on. Since Geraldine no one come on. Let's see if Janet will come on. What a rat it is. No, 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 no. Why? Why? No, you're not coming. Yo, the dead is actually crying. To hear that, you would attend just to make sure he is dead. Why, for real? What is. Yo, that are some serious. I did not expect that. I did not expect that. Yo, I didn't expect that. Just to make sure he is dead. What the, whoa. What? Why? Yo. What? I that come from out of left field. I can actually feel that. Yo, I actually didn't expect that. I expect everybody to be diplomatic tonight and say, you know what? In spite of everything, I would actually attend. But yes, you would attend just to make sure that he is dead. For real. Like, oh, what a thing. What a thing. Yeah. What a thing. Why? What? What? No wonder. Why? Oh, no wonder hard. That one is hard. I'm telling you. He must have really done you some real harm. Yeah. Yeah. Why? He must have done you some real harm. That the only reason why you would go is to make sure he's dead. What a rotten thing. Are you even being diplomatic about it? Why? 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 Yo, big up yourself, Daisy. Big up yourself, girl. I love you. Thanks for joining. I didn't expect that. Mm-mm. Oh gosh. All right, let's see what Anne Marie has to say. I can't get over that. Boy, oh gosh. Yeah, yeah, yes, yes, yes. Just to make sure he's really. What what is? What did I hear ya? What? What? Why? Why? Well, it's getting from bad to worse here. Just to make sure he's really dead, so I can sue his estate for the balance of my child. What? Why? Why? Have some respect around here, guys. Please, have some respect for the dead. That's why. Why? Uh, why? Yo, this is having the reverse effect of what I thought would actually happen. Why? Mm-mm. Why? Let me get that. I'm the host here. I need to get the control of myself here. I have to regain composure. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, true. Yeah, man. Janet, you make my boy. I would make sure, um, I would wear full red, full red, full red. Danger. Where I say, mm-mm. Yeah, man, Daisy. Yeah, man. Good evening, man. I love you, girl. Yeah, man, Mister. Yeah, man, boy. Big up yourself, my brother. Thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. Oh, big up yourself, my brother. Thanks for joining. Yeah, man. Susan Smith, big up yourself. Thanks for joining, girl. I love you. Thanks for joining. Yeah, man. Make sure he's gone. Yeah. Yeah, man. Make sure he's gone. Just to make sure he's gone. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Chin. One less. Big up yourself, girl. Thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. So the question is, would you actually attend the funeral of your ex? Mhm. Would you actually attend the funeral of your ex? A dangerous subject matter this. I thought it would have been a nice subject matter, we're gonna actually pay our last respect and respect the dead and all of these things. But this reaction that I'm getting is actually, yeah, unexpected. It is unexpected. And good God, I wasn't prepared for this. I was not prepared for this. I don't even know how to respond to it. I don't even know how to respond to it. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right, Desiree. I have to run in the washroom. Your belly hurt. Yeah, my belly hurt me too. Yeah, yeah, man. He's gone forever. What a ratty thing. Why? What a thing. What a thing. Yo, you know what? Yeah, I remember I heard a story, right, about this lady, you know? She was with a man before, and she actually went to his funeral after he died. And she went to the funeral and she was crying profusely. She was crying profusely, and the people them say, share with us your grief. And she says, what a piece of cock that is gone. What a piece of cock that is gone. She's not grieving the man, she's grieving the cock that is gone. But in this case, here, you know, people are actually making sure the man is really dead because of what he did to them in the past. And actually, somebody is saying that they're wishing that they go to make sure he's dead so that they can sue the estate for, child support money that is due. Yeah, man. Yeah, you love your people. You love your people. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Why not? When yeah. Why not? He's existing. Yeah, you'd go. Yeah, Chin. Yeah, man. And rightfully so. You should go. You should go. Yeah, man. You should go. But I guess the pain that some of these exes cause is so deep that even in death you cannot look beyond the pain that was caused. Yeah, even in death you cannot look. The scars are so deep that is just irreparable, even in death. Yeah, man, Beverly Bellamy girl, I love you. I love you, girl. Thanks for joining Unscripted Anything Goes. Would you actually go to the funeral of your ex-spouse? Yeah, man, would you actually go? Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. All right, Chin. Mean to say existing. Yeah, okay, existing. Let me see what Chin write earlier. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Why not? Yeah, why not? He's existing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's exiting. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, he's exiting. Yeah, exiting. Yeah, that means he's gone. So he's gone. So you just pay your last respect, which is good. Yeah, man. My people are the best on the earth. Big up. Love them. Yeah, man, you love them. We love them. We love them same way. You know what I mean? I say? But it's kind of fascinating that somebody would say that they would actually go just to make sure that the person is dead. hmm in the situation where you'd say you'd pay your last rights and respect. No, you're going just to confirm that he's actually going into the ground or being cremated, or the pastor is reading him his last rites. Yeah, yeah, you're confirming the death of this man. Yeah, 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 man. And the other comment that, yeah, to make sure he's dead so you can now sue the estate for unpaid child support. Unpaid child support. Yeah. Yeah, you really have some really awful men out there, or people that are in relationship with some awful men. And unfortunately, they've cast so much, so deep of a burden on their spouse after a breakup, that it's just unforgivable. Unforgivable. Yeah, unforgivable. That, whatever happens to them, the woman actually don't care about that. Yeah. So if they die, it's probably something to celebrate. What a thing. Probably something to celebrate. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. But that one they really caught me off guard, because I thought about, when I do the show them, I thought about the response of the people. But that one I didn't expect. Because most of the time people would say that they would go to pay respect to the dead. But to actually go to make sure that the person is dead. Yo, for real. Yeah. And the last part that you put on, for real, that he's dead for real. What a thing. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. What a thing. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Tell me about it, Lord. Have mercy. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let's see what Justin have to say here. Yeah, man. The Queen. Yeah, I would go if we had an amicable breakup, and the amount of time between breakup and death. Yeah, you'd go. Yeah, you'd go. I would go in, even if it wasn't amicable or whatever, the fact that you probably shared a life with this person, in my opinion, the fact that you shared a life with this person and you call this person lover at one point, that means there was some genuine love there between you and the person. And in spite of what transpired over time that caused the breakup, even though, the scars might be deep, I would say look beyond it, and just go to just show your support, what I mean, that he has existed, or that person has existed, and have moved on, from planet Earth. Just show the respect for the death of that individual, whether it be good or bad. I would go. hmm Yeah, man. Carol Hamilton. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Carol Hamilton. Yeah, but I guess each person, I love you, girl. Thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. But each person's experience with an ex is totally different. And the amount of pain or scars that they would go through, would actually determine whether or not they would go, or not. Yeah, what a thing. Yeah, what a thing. So even though we might hear somebody say that, to confirm that they're dead, or to confirm that they're dead so you can sue for child support, you don't know the burden that was placed on them as a result of that, divorce or separation or breakup. We don't know the extent of it. So we really can't point fingers at the individual that would have a negative, or what would be perceived as negative in their eyes, because the death itself could be a weight lifted off their shoulders to say, you know what, that is closure. The fact that this person is no longer on earth is actual closure. This person probably was somebody that was beating them. This person was probably degrading them, deal with them in such a way that, they treat them like shit. Yeah. And, they probably had bad parenting skills, beat their kids, abuse them. We don't know. So the mere fact that you hear that this person is now gone from the earth is just a closure to the people who were in contact with them, or possibly people who could have been, you know, exposed to those abuse. So to hear that and to confirm their death is something to celebrate, possibly. Yeah. But I wasn't prepared for that. I can guarantee you, I was not prepared for that. That caught me off guard. I didn't have anything to counter it. But when you really look deep within it, no, the scope of the earth, you know, the scope of the earth, you can understand, you know, yeah, we are all not the same, and the magnitude of breakup between each person is not the same as well. So it has to be taken into its context. It would be nice for these persons to come on camera and talk to Delvin, but I can understand they won't. Yeah, I do understand. You know, I do understand because maybe the current spouse is still living that they wish was actually dead. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Straight up, unscripted, anything goes. Yeah, man. Juliet Campbell, the lovely Juliet Campbell. I love you, girl. Thanks for joining Unscripted, anything goes. Tonight topic: would you attend the funeral of your ex-spouse? Yeah. Would you attend the funeral of your ex-spouse? Yeah, man. Would you? Yeah, man. Straight up. Yeah, man. It's a difficult. I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. You do attend. You know, if it was me, I would attend. I would attend. Yeah. But you can understand why somebody else wouldn't attend. All right. Let's go through the lecture that I have here. Let's go through it. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, should you attend the ex-spouse funeral, and what's the right thing to do in terms of paying your last respect to your former person that you were involved with, your former in-law? Yeah, straight up. Yeah. Families can be complicated at best at times, with big occasional occasions rising all sorts of questions over rights, wrongs, or maybe just as families are different, there is no one size fit all rules. That means it's not everything that your way of doing it might not be like my way or like somebody else where, there's everybody have their own choice or right in this case. So there's no one size that fit all. And this is coming from the funeralzone.com. Okay. All right, let's see what Beverly Bellamy has to say. I would attend out of pure respect. Yeah, man, and most people I think would do that. Yeah, since we were close at once, but if there was any hard feelings there, I wouldn't attend. So if you still feel bad about the person at the end of at the point where you're hearing their death, or you have not actually gotten over anything that was pretty wrong within the relationship or marriage, then maybe in your case, then you probably wouldn't attend. Yeah, straight up. Fair enough. That's what I'm saying. All of us, I came here thinking that all of us, or most of us, would have the same insight into this, not realizing that I was wrong in thinking that way. Because, now you understand the magnitude of pain that some people actually went through in their breakup. Yeah, you understand the magnitude of pain. And in that sense, your thought process cannot be the same as theirs. Yeah, yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man. Funeral attendance equity 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 okay, adequate. Yeah, provides some helpful guidelines to follow. When someone you were related to by marriage or our girlfriend or boyfriend dies, most people agree that when it comes to paying respect at the funeral of an ex, or a former in-law, our head should rule our hearts at the time when emotions can run very high. So we have to know, narrow down our thought process and use our head to think rather than our hearts when determining whether or not we're going to attend. Yep. All right. Consider your next of kin first of all. Next of kin. Let's look at that. It is important to remember that, however, that you were once close, right? Or how difficult the estrangement or principal mourners at the funerals are the next of kin, the current spouse, children, and partner. So you have to consider now the people who are now connected to your ex. Yeah, you have to consider the people who are now connected to your ex, i.e., the man might have a new wife, a new spouse, or more kids, or even kids with you. You have to factor in all of that now to determine whether or not you should attend. So if you know that you and his new ex don't like each other, yeah, you are actually at war. Yeah, chances are you shouldn't go. Yeah, if it's a man and you know some boy, you and his new girl, yeah, yeah, if you see each other, you guys are throwing words at each other, you guys just detest each other, she detests the fact that you were even his ex, then maybe you'd want to consider not going. Yeah, so you have to use your head and think out the situation rather than emotions. Yeah, if you had if you still have young children together, yeah, then it's proper for their mother or for the mother or the father to accompany them and support them through the funeral. Through the funeral. So if you know that you and the man still have kids together that are underage, the kid needs to go. And the kids would probably want you as the parent to be there to support them. Yeah. Following the death of an ex. Yeah, man. So they want you to be there, after, their child passed away and you are the parent. So it would be nice to have you there. So in that sense, you may want to consider that. So during the service, your children could sit together with the other relative in the front seat or pew reserved for close family or deceased, with mom, dad sitting immediately behind them. So if you know that you are ex now and you have kids with him, and his current family now are sitting at the front, your kids are also current family. So they should sit up there with the new family members, and you would just sit back and just, you know, let it happen. Yeah, let it happen. You don't go up and try to show up yourself as the ex. Yeah, man, I was with him at one point, or with her at one point, so I should be up in the front. No, you allow the immediate family now, including your kids, to sit up there and they get acknowledgement or whatever, and you just sit back and just observe, quietly and peacefully. Yeah, man. What if your ex invite you to his or her wedding? What if your ex invite you to his or her wedding? So you mean before they die, they invite you to the wedding? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, listen to what I'm saying, Jacinta. You see, when them have, that normally they have like a family section in weddings, in funerals, right? Yeah, in funerals, and at the funeral now, they normally ask the family to sit at certain places so that they can acknowledge them throughout the ceremony. So what you know as the ex should do, if you have kids with him, you allow your child to sit in the family section up in the front or wherever. And you as the ex now, you have to sit back. You have to sit back. You have to sit back And don't try to show up yourself like you're a family, because you're no longer family. Yeah. But you're just there to support your child and actually pay your respect. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. And pay respect. Yeah, man, straight up. So if your ex invited you to his wedding, that's another situation. I'm gonna do a show on that tomorrow. I'll do a show on that. Yeah, I'll do a show on that separately. If your ex invited you to his wedding, I do a show on that. I'm gonna do a show on that. Yeah, man. That's why you stay home. You should stay home. Yeah. You should be free to sit anywhere. Okay, that's why you stay home. Well, that's why you have to consider anything in its totality, you know. You have to consider everything in its totality. Because if you know that you don't get along with his current wife, right? Yeah, his new family don't like you. They don't like you. Then you know that, and you're there now in support of your underage child, and you're bringing them there to pay your last respect and for them to pay their last respect. Yeah. Then you know that, you know, they've asked the family to sit in a certain area. So your child is now a current family member. Then you allow your child to assume the role of a current family member out of respect. And you, out of respect now, you try to stay back as far as possible. So that even the new person in your life now probably don't even see you or even know that you're there. Yeah, even though they probably would search to see if you're there. Because you are always a threat to them, are seen as you know, a person of interest. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, straight up. Big up yourself, Antoinette Roach. Thanks for joining Unscripted Anything Goes. I love you, girl. Thanks for joining. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man, straight up. So, all right, listen to this now. Yeah. So you would allow them to sit up there with the deceased, mom or dad, and you sit back. Yeah. If due to circumstances, though, which you became estranged, you feel it's impossible to attend the funeral, yeah, you may wish to arrange for your child to attend with another close family member or friend. Yeah, so there's other solutions to it. Yeah, explaining to them that you'll be there for them after the service. So you let them. So if you have a child that is connected to the death, and you know that you're not on good term with the next of kins, like the current wife or children, but you have kids with him that are under age, or kids with the spouse, your ex-spouse that is underage, then you send them with somebody else. Send them with somebody else. Let them go and pay their respect and pay their respect as a family member. And you just don't go. You just don't go. Because at the end of the day, you want peace to reign. And you don't want to be seen as a shit disturber. If you know that your presence is going to cause harm, then don't go. Okay, this is the day to pay your last homage to this person in death. Yeah, man. Straight up. If you had older, or if you have older or adult children together, kids, whatever, whether you attend the funeral may depend upon their need for your support and respect of your ex or current spouse or partner's feeling. Yeah, so if you have big kids now who are adults, who are grown, chances are you don't need to attend. You know what I mean? Or maybe they would now say, you were on good terms and everything is all right. You guys are civil to each other. Then attend. But if they don't want you there, or the family don't want you there, then don't go. Don't go. Don't go. No, don't go. Oftentimes you hear people like funeral stories. Oftentimes you hear funeral story where relatives are fighting relatives. Women are fighting women over dead man. Or you fight another woman over a man with it. Or a woman would fight another woman over a dead man. What sense that makes? Yeah. That just makes no sense. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Just take a plane. Fly away. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Fly away. Be as far away from the situation as possible. You don't need to get involved in that. Yeah. hmm If the relationship between you have been cordial, so you guys have a good relationship, then your attendance and sympathies may be appreciated. Yeah, man. So you and him are on good terms. You and his wife is on good terms. You guys talk, respectfully to each other. Then maybe you can attend. I don't think they would have a problem with you attending. Although it's respectful to sit in a discreet distance away from the close family. So even though you're going to attend, you don't want to act like, say, you're still a part of the person's life. You know? You don't want to act as if you're still a part of the person's life. You're showing your respect by attending, and in the church setting, the family sitting at the front, sit in a distance where you don't even get the pastor to know, acknowledge you as his ex. Like, I went to a funeral in Jamaica, right? I went to a funeral in Jamaica. And, yeah, the man who died had older kids, right? And they are my friends. And he was actually, when he died, he never got divorced. Imagine that. When he died, he never got divorced from his ex-wife. So, and all of his kids, they were born into wedlock. So therefore, for his kids are probably, when he died, were probably in the late 30s or early 40s. So therefore, when after his death, his current wife, which is his estranged wife, out of respect, went down for the funeral with her kids. However, he now had a new family in Jamaica. Yeah, he had a new family in Jamaica, right? So, guess what? His current wife, who is estranged wife, is no longer married to, and his woman where he lived with at Jamaica, with her kids, but he didn't have any kids with her. They were all in the damn church. So the pastor is an asshole. Look what the pastor do now. The pastor put the families to sit in one area. So that is my friends and his mother, who is his wife. Estranged. They were sitting in that area. But his current woman, who the pastor also know, she wasn't allowed with her family to sit in that area because they don't identify her as family because she's not wife. And what the pastor do after that shocks me. And him is a real asshole for do that. He, throughout the service now, asked the family to stand up. He acknowledged the family. So guess what? The current wife, who is his estranged wife, stood up with the kids in acknowledgement of his current family. And then his wife now, who, not his wife, his woman that he lives with for many, many years, Many, many, many years that he lived with this woman, common law in Jamaica. She could not stand up. She could not stand up because the pastor put her in a predicament. The pastor really messes her up properly because he never had her sit where the family was supposed to sit. What a thing. What a thing. I would never forget a thing like that. So you got to know when you're attending like an ex funeral that you don't want to infringe on the current family, you know, family situation. You want them to know, shines in that light or grieve in that spotlight. And you yourself, you just stay back. You just stay back. Yeah, man, big up yourself. You stay back. You stay back and just let, you know, grieve in peace. Grieve outside of the normal scope. Yeah, man. My brother Sydney, thanks for watching Unscripted. Anything goes. Yeah, man, straight up. Let's see what the people has to say before I continue. Camilla, yeah, man, Camille Essence, big up yourself, girl. Thanks for joining. Unscripted. Anything goes. Yeah, accents, accents. That idiot. Yeah. Yo. Let's see what Anne Marie has to say here. She says it only makes sense to the idiot to fight over a dead man. Yeah, man, it only makes sense. It just don't make sense. And you constantly see it on YouTube with at funerals, you see ex-woman a fight current woman after the man dead. What kind of sense is that? That's just illiterate behavior. Really, stupidity. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's really stupid. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Oh my God. Yeah, man. So the pastor there was very clever what him doing. He knew exactly what he was doing. He was actually ostracizing, isolating his current woman as nobody. And the fact that he's still married to somebody who lives overseas with his kids. Yeah, he's actually putting her back into the spotlight where she should truly belong. So even in debt, she get that acknowledgement, even though they were estranged for at least 30 years. Yeah, for at least 30 years. She sponsored the kids and never sponsored him. Imagine that. She sponsored the kids but never sponsored her man. Yeah. And they all came over here and, built a life for themselves, went back home to bury him. Yeah. And the woman that he was now living with in Jamaica as his common law wife, she got no acknowledgement from the pastor. She couldn't even stand. So he's been living with this woman for 30. I mean, you would say after him, because his wife came over to look a better life. And in the process of she coming over here in Canada to look a better life, he himself now, find a woman. Yeah. Abandon the kids them and move in with the woman. Yeah. So the pastor, I guess, couldn't wrap himself around the idea that, yeah, the current wife is here, but she's estranged. This woman is there that he's been living with. That is his woman. Yeah, but the pastor didn't want to give her that space while the estranged wife was there. Not a good pastor. Not a good pastor. Not a good pastor. Yeah, the pastor that was dangerous, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, straight up. Foreign people, foreign dollars. Pastor knows what he is getting. Yeah, man. Yeah, maybe. 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 But I know. How should I say that now? And the thing about it is that the wife, she was a God person, a God church person. She's a God person. And the woman that he lived with, she's not a God person. Yeah, man. Yeah, so maybe that's what the pastor take it into himself to say, well, I have to know right what was wrong. In public. What a thing. A pastor that's dangerous. I should have asked him why him do that, the pastor there. Dangerous pastor. That means leave people husband and wife alone. That means leave people husband and wife alone. No, sir. Stay away from married man or woman. Yeah, I guess so. So even in death, she never got acknowledgement publicly. Even in death. She never got acknowledgement. The wife always get the acknowledgement. Even in death. And the thing about it is that, even in death, yeah, the man probably had insurance at work and thing like that. But because she was the wife, she was the one who have access and privilege to that. And not the woman who he was living with for 30 years. Once she can prove that she's the wife, she would know garner everything if she wanted to go after it. And the woman that he lived with 30 years will get shit. What a thing. Why? What a thing. Life is a really, really messed up thing. Really, really messed up thing. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That is true. Yeah, really, really messed up life like that. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Straight up. So, you have to give the flexibility for the current wife to actually, get that time to grieve in the church. You know, yeah, in the family section or whatever section they have there, and don't try to infringe on it or current man or woman, straight up. Yeah, man. So although it is respectful to sit a discreet distance away from the close family mourners, yeah, an ex is an ex. Remember, an ex is an ex. You're now guest. You are now, as the ex spouse, you are now an ex spouse, and you're not a current family member. So that must trump every other feeling that you're feeling. So yeah, you have to put that into perspective. Yeah, that's why you stay home. No ex funeral. Yeah, Jacinta. Yeah. So you can actually attend, but you have to know what you're doing. You have to know what you're doing and the reason why you're going and the circumstances surrounding why you're going. Yeah, you got to know. If you don't know, then you err on the side of not going. Yeah, man. So you get in touch. All right. You also get in touch. So if you are unsure about whether it will be correct to attend the funeral of an ex-spouse, it is a good etiquette to contact an immediate family member prior to the funeral to express your desire to attend. Yeah. So you expressed your desire to you express your condolences and ask them, is it okay if I can come to pay my last respect? So let them be the deciding factor, the current family member, if it is okay for you to attend. Don't just take it upon yourself to go and attend. Yeah, man, big up yourself, Sherry. I didn't see you sneaking on me. I love you, girl. Thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. Straight up. Yeah, man. So you, Sharika Foster, I didn't see you either. Yeah, man, you sneak up on me again. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, yeah, thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. So, yeah. So you contact a close family member and you ask them whether or not it is okay for you to attend, to pay your respect. Let them be the deciding factor. Don't take it upon yourself to just attend. Yeah. So you have to ask to attend the funeral. Yeah, man, I would say so. I would say, you know, can you please let his current wife or from the man's perspective, you know, the current husband know that, I would like to attend to pay my last respect if it's okay to do that, to show my condolences. If so, then I would come and I would just sit quietly. Yeah, straight up. Still on, yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, still on the stay home side. Oh, you're still on the stay home side. Well, that might be the safe thing to do. But if you feel like, out of the goodness of your heart, you want to do that, then do that. Yeah, do that. Do that. Yeah, do that. Yeah, do that. I remember, all right. I remember one time I went to Jamaica with my ex-wife, right? And my grandparents had died, and they had like the nine night thing. So they had the nine night thing, and then my ex-girl, yeah, she said she's coming to the nine night. She said she's coming to the nine night, knowing full well that I will be there. Yeah. So she's coming to the nine night knowing full well that I will be there, knowing that my wife is there. And she said if she would have came and she would have saw me, she would actually come and give me her condolences. Yeah. She would come and give me her condolences even if my wife was there. But ironically, during that time that she came, I went out to do some errands, so I didn't get to see her. But imagine if I was there and that transpired. My current wife at the time, she wasn't a violent person, so I don't think she would have done anything. but maybe my sisters them would have asked her why she did. Maybe my sisters them probably would have asked her that, and make a big deal out of nothing. So I was glad that I wasn't there when it happened. Yeah, yeah, straight up. Yeah. So you got to think about these things when you actually make the decision to attend. So if you are remarried, say you are remarried now, you should also consider whether or not it would be appropriate to attend, yeah, with your new spouse or partner. Yeah. So you might want to consider, like, if your new spouse or partner now, are they okay with you going to your ex-spouse funeral? And if so, try to make sure that they attend with you. Because if they attend with you now, it put a dampen onto the whole situation than to make it seem as if you're there now because you're still, even in death, love the person. Yeah, that their current spouse will see that, you're only there just to give your condolences and to pay your respect. And while doing that, with you bringing your now current spouse with you, it will just dampen the situation and you will not be seen as a threat. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Colette wins. How you doing, girl? I love you. Thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything goes. Yeah, man. A death notice obituary may state that the funeral is private. So if they state that the funeral is private and it is only by invitation only, if the obituary states that it is private and it is by invitation only, please do not attend. So that means they don't want you there. If they didn't invite you, if the obituary states that it's private and it is by invitation, then don't go. Don't go. Because you were not invited. Yeah, it's a private funeral. Yeah, man, Sabrina Brown, thanks for joining Unscripted. Anything goes. I love you, girl. Would you attend, yeah, the funeral of your ex-spouse? Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man, some people who maintain a cordial relationship with an ex or remain on friendly terms with the wider family member may choose to pay their respect by attending the memorial service rather than the funeral itself. Yeah, all that know me, that's a don't attend. The memorial service. Yeah, so if they have a memorial service prior to the funeral, maybe they would make that open to the general public that anyone could attend. So if they do have that, then that might be possible for you to attend. But I would say first ask a close family member before you do attend. Yeah. So that might be appropriate more than the funeral if the funeral is private. But what could you do with the dead? Yeah, that your current spouse should go with you. Well, it's not that, you just don't want to give the impression that you are now attending because you feel as if you're a part of the person's family or extended family, even though you're not currently in the picture. Some people bright and barefaced. Yeah, you don't want to go there and assume that because you had a past relationship with them now, that the impression is that, yeah, you're acting as if you're a family. You're going around hugging the guests. You tell them, oh God, I miss him so much or I miss her so much. And you're pretending as if you're in that role. So with you now bringing your spouse with you now, that will keep you grounded and that will now give the people them closure to that. They shouldn't be coming up to you and acting as if you are a family member or extended family member, but to just see the separation that you're now moved on from this person. Mm. Yeah, man, straight up. Yeah, man. So if the obituary said that, it's private and confidential, don't be pushing up yourself and going. Yeah. If you feel that it would not be appropriate to attend the funeral, right? If you feel that it is not appropriate for you to attend the funeral or would be upsetting for your ex current spouse, So for your ex-current spouse or partner, you could still consider sending a sympathy card. Send a card with your kids if you have kids, or have somebody drop it off, or flowers to convey your respect. A message of condolence to the family. So you don't even have to be there in attendance to have an impact. You just send a card or flowers over, and state that it's your condolence and wish everything good, and that's it. That's a good gesture. That's a way to paying your respect as well. Yeah, a funeral is a time for family. Yep, it's a time for family to come together and celebrate their loved ones' life. It's not a time to remember the differences you had or set the record straight, but for expressing words of genuine sympathy to the mourners. It's worth having a few well-chosen sentiment or warmth words in mind. So if you know you're gonna send over flowers or you're sending over a card, you don't want to say, you know what? Oh, yeah, man, I'm glad him dead. Yeah, yeah, that's why I'm not coming to the funeral because it would have sick my stomach to see him for one last time. I would have to throw up on his casket. No, you don't want to put those things in the sympathy card if you're sending a sympathy card. You want to have nice warm words because that you choose to send it over, so you just give your condolences and nothing to state that, I'm setting the record straight. I hate that motherfucker. No, you don't want to do that. No, no, you don't want to do things like that. You be professional as possible and cordial as possible. Big up yourself, my brother Anthony Bins. Thanks for joining. Unscripted, anything goes. Yeah. So conversing where families are aware of an ex or an ex-partner, it may be considered to include them amongst the people who are notified when a loved one dies. So you don't simply hear the sad news through the grapevine. So if you keep in touch with the family members and stuff like that, they will pass on information of death and all of that of this your ex-spouse or partner or whatever like that. If they deemed you, still close to them. Yeah, straight up. So, you don't hear it through the grapevine and then you're considering, you know, you know, how come I didn't hear it and all of that stuff. Straight up. So mixed emotions about the death. So, however much water has flowed under the bridge. So, you guys, things have passed, times has passed, things have forgotten. The death of an ex-spouse or someone who you once factored significantly in your life can still impact you through thoughts and feelings. Grieving an ex-spouse or being taken by surprise by emotions, the death of the ex-spouse can trigger. It can seem to be uncommon. So the emotional feelings that you feel from the death of your ex-spouse, that can trigger good feelings, or sometimes it can trigger bad feelings. Yeah, yeah. So the grieving aspect of it, can be seen as, you know, oh God, I loved them once or I loved her once, and know that they're dead. You just want to, you know, remember the good things, or they used to kick your ass, beat you up, slap at you, spit at you. They didn't pay child support. Those are the things that come back. So you want to consider all your personal feelings. What kind of closure did you get? Is the closure something that is never happened, where you never come to terms with the reason for divorce or separation? Or you had closure, you guys just drifted apart and you left on good terms? In that case now, you reflect your emotions, and you can now use the positive of the person now to actually have good thought process. In the case where they were an asshole, they used to beat you or spit on you or didn't pay child support and all of that, then you consider that emotion as well. And you just determine that, you know what, you know, even though we didn't do what we're supposed to do, or they didn't do what they're supposed to do, yeah, you know, let them go in peace. And you actually try to get some closure about the whole situation by accepting the fact that they're gone. Straight up. Many different kind of relationship can grow out of marriages or partnership. Um, and a divorce doesn't necessarily mean that you sever ties with relatives of the spouse, especially if they are kin or your own kids. So, so even if you divorce from a person, you know, or the relationship ends, yeah, that relationship or that marriage finish with the individual. But if you have kids with them, or they had brother, sister, mother, or father, it doesn't mean that your relationship with the family ends too. And if your relationship with them now is strong, it's respectful, it's you and them now have a communication going, then even if the person now dies, yeah, with that connection you have with the next of kin or family members, that now becomes the focus of positive thinking. So you are now looking at them as a supporting aspect rather than the person that dies. And a sympathy card or something like that to them is quite appropriate. Even being in attendance with them at the funeral, if they want you there. Straight up. Mm-hmm. Straight up, straight up. So whether you feel whether you feel you ought to attend a funeral to support the children, or to pay your respect to someone who played a significant part in your life, consideration for how the next of kin will feel about your being part of the day is very key. We spoke about that earlier. So, you have to take it to full consideration, the emotions of the people that are directly connected to the person that dies. Yeah. And you would have to take into full consideration that, maybe they wouldn't want you there. And if they want you there, then you have to make sure that they want you there. So you have to reach out to one of them and to see how they feel about you coming to pay in your condolences. Yeah, man. Straight up. According to journalist Laura Graham, all right, advises exes and estranged partners not to dismiss their grief. A loss is a loss. And remember and recommend you to be glad for the good times and lay the bad times to rest. So what you must understand is that even in death, you think about the positive times that you spend with this person, and then while the person dies and they're now going to bury, that is your point for closure. That is where all the bad things that you are carrying with you, are burden of the relationship, now goes to burial with that person. So that is now your time to put the past aside if you haven't, and bury that bad side. And the good side now, you can't, you remember that and you hold on to that. Yeah, man, people. Yeah, man, straight up. So that is the lecture for tonight. The funeral lecture. So if you are one of those person who have an ex that comes up and they die, take into consideration all the factors, you know, all the factors before you make a decision. Don't think with your heart, think with your head, you know, how close you are with the family, yep, and how you feel about the person, whether or not a card would be more appropriate than attending, and respect the obituary, whether or not it's private or public. And if it's private, then don't attend. Straight up. Any questions from anyone out there before I wrap up the show? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's a nice show. But the first comment that was made that the person would attend just to make sure that they're dead for real, that was shocking. You know, it was shocking. I didn't expect that one. I didn't expect it for real. Yeah, man, people. So we're here tomorrow again at 7 o'clock. So remember to share the show with your friends and remember to embrace conservative values. We don't have badges nor guns, so we must support the police. So until tomorrow, Delvin is saying, I love you. I love you. Bye bye.